Pascal's wager. The reflection that could change your life. Have you ever considered that your entire life might be a single bet? A wager where the stakes are infinite, but the evidence is uncertain. Imagine standing at a crossroads, forced to choose without knowing the path ahead. This is the dilemma Blaise Pascal confronted centuries ago, and his solution remains one of the most intriguing arguments in philosophy. Known as Pascal's wager, introducing Blaise Pascal and the historical background. Blaise Pascal was a man of many talents, a mathematician, physicist, inventor, philosopher, and theologian, living in 17th century France, a time when science and religion often clashed. Pascal sought answers to the deepest questions about existence. How can we be certain of anything? Does God exist? Rather than trying to prove God's existence through science or theology alone, Pascal took a different approach. He looked at belief as a choice, a gamble where reason and faith meet. This was a time of turmoil, with new scientific discoveries challenging old beliefs and religious wars shaking the foundations of Europe. In this atmosphere of uncertainty, Pascal's wager stood out as a bold proposal, one that asked not for certainty, but for wise decision-making in the face of doubt. Detailed explanation of Pascal's wager. Pascal's wager is deceptively simple. It goes like this. If God exists and you believe, you gain infinite happiness, eternal life in heaven. If God doesn't exist and you believe, you lose very little, perhaps some time or comforts sacrificed. But if God exists and you do not believe, the loss is infinite, eternal separation from the divine. And if God doesn't exist and you do not believe, you neither gain nor lose anything. This framework invites us to think in terms of risk and reward, much like a rational gambler assessing the odds. Think of it as betting on a horse race where the potential prize is beyond measure, but the chance of winning is uncertain. Why would a rational person ignore the possibility of such a prize and risk losing everything? Philosophical reflections and critiques. Of course, Pascal's wager is not without critics. Some argue that it reduces faith to a mere bet, ignoring genuine belief. Others question which God to bet on in a world full of religions. But Pascal was not trying to force belief. Rather, he wanted to highlight the rationale basis for choosing faith when faced with uncertainty. He recognized that true belief often follows action, that by deciding to bet on God, one might open the door to genuine faith. This wager is less about theology and more about pragmatic philosophy, about making the best possible choice when faced with limited knowledge. Applying Pascal's wager to modern life. What does Pascal's wager mean for us today? In an age dominated by science and skepticism, can we still find wisdom in this centuries-old idea? Many of us face uncertainties daily about our purpose, our values, and the mysteries beyond life. Pascal's wager invites us to embrace hope, to consider the potential rewards of faith without ignoring reason. It's a call to live deliberately, to recognize that some choices have consequences far greater than we imagine. Personal reflection and emotional connection. Take a moment to reflect. If your life were truly a bet, what would you wager? Are you placing your chips on doubt or hope, fear or faith? Pascal's challenge is simple, yet profound. To choose with courage in the face of the unknown. If this reflection moved you, share your thoughts in the comments below. What's your take on Pascal's wager? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Pascal Code for more deep dives into philosophy, faith, and the timeless questions of existence.